Well, welcome to part two of the official attempt of a cold open. I think that's it. I think that's the part two. Welcome back to the Tu-Vie podcast, your TV movie entertainment needs podcast. Sorry, that was awful. I am your host, and sitting with me is my co-host,
Hey, hi.
Colin. I thought maybe we'd introduce his name. Colin, how you doing, buddy? It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. We missed you last episode.
Yeah. But the king is back.
Mm,
I was trying
absolutely.
to, I was gonna say the king is black, and then I was like,
Why?
that's
Oh, were
not
you
gonna
gonna try to
make
lead that into
sense.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, but
Okay.
then I was like, that's gonna come off weird.
Well, because you're a white guy, that really wouldn't come off the right way. But
Am I?
I think you are. Let's kick into that. Spider-Man 4, The King in Black, rumored title. That's been some progress because Tom Hardy talked about The Last Dance at Comic-Con, which we're going to be talking
Oh,
like we're going to talk a lot about Comic-Con today because there's a lot of stuff that happened. But I think it's a good way to kick it off because
yeah.
they I haven't really found all the information on what they talked about, but I know that Spider-Man and him were mentioned. Like from Hardy's perspective, he was talking about interacting, and at the fact that Null, who is the big bad in this movie, The Last Dance, is not like stuck to that one movie. Like he's not a one and done. I think the director said like Null is too big of a villain to do a one and done.
Okay, that's good to hear.
That's great to hear because you know how many great villains we've lost to one and dones. So many great villains.
Gore,
Gore, Red Skull.
Ultron,
Well, no, he may be making a return in the Vision series, but I don't know what that
past
means. Well,
tense.
because yeah, I don't know what that means. Could it be like a past interaction? Because technically he would technically be returning, but does that mean it's like a current return? I see what you mean
Yeah,
there. But Red Skull, I think would have been really cool to see come back. Because I'm a little bit of a niche fan of the Iron Skull, the when he steals Tony's armor.
mm,
I like that.
yeah,
I just think that's kind of cool. I don't
yeah,
know how like the full story goes, but I am a fan of just that story. I don't know why.
yeah.
So I think it'd be kind of cool.
And the last 5 minutes of Spider-Man 3 with Venom.
Yeah.
The last 5 minutes with
No,
Green Goblin, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
yeah, and I'm sure there's another big one. I guess Ronan could have been a really cool one. I feel like Ronan was because I know that he's a part of the Annihilators later on in the comics with Silver Surfer and Star Lord, which apparently they did want to happen. They wanted to try and make an Annihilator story with Star Lord.
Damn, that would
You know
have
how
been cool.
cool that would have been?
I
I
still
mean,
appreciate what we have now.
I love what we have now. You know me in the Lord, but I
And
mean, ugh,
Ronan isn't really
no,
mainstream. I don't think a lot of kids or, adult
people.
man-childs like myself would care much about
I think
Ronan.
older men childs like that've been around with
Yeah,
them, they probably understand and know that. But I wouldn't argue it's not as mainstream as like the regular Guardians, like
yeah,
Galactus and Thanos. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of them going a little
yeah.
niche because I've always wanted them to do Captain Glory as like a side villain for something.
Captain Glory. Could you
Mm-hmm.
brush me up on that one?
Gal Ray, he was a soldier for the Kree, and he kind of like goes a little I wouldn't say crazy, but he just takes like the whole glory of the Kree seriously, and he's commonly Guardians bad guy that kind of like hunts them down since they're criminals, and he's all about crime and stuff like that.
Okay, that's
And
pretty
I
cool.
also thought Dark Star would be really cool to see the other like opposite of Star Lord, pretty much.
Well, Star-Lord will return,
I
I
know.
think is what the tagline of that
Yeah,
said, the legendary Star-Lord, which is cool.
the legendary Aloe is so good.
But with that director talking about Null being
Yeah,
too big to
sorry.
do a one and done, oh no, you're good. It lines up a little like, with a lot of reports that are coming out that aren't officially coming from Sony themselves. So
Yeah.
there's that. And also there, I don't know if you've seen it, but Tom Holland did an interview. I think it was after the launch of his
Non-alcoholic beer.
non yeah,
Good for
yeah,
him, by
which
the way.
good for exactly.
Apparently, people gave
Yeah.
him shit for that, which makes no sense.
Yeah. I don't know why people
I don't
whatever.
know. I
They're
mean, I
people
think
are
the story
annoying.
was like I think he made that after like battling with his like problem with alcohol. That's what I heard. The meaning of like why he made it. But either way, that's still a good business idea.
Yeah,
I
I
want to try
mean,
it.
I definitely would like to try it too.
I've had some of them. They're
And
pretty good. Nantes are pretty. Sometimes I prefer Nantes over actual regular beer. Sometimes,
yeah,
just
it
like
makes
on
me
the day.
appreciate
Yeah.
like him as like a person as well because I mean, it's some most of that stuff like you're not really gonna see like, publicly.
Mm.
And he could have gone down that like path of like,
Yeah.
what quite a few celebrities go to him, unfortunately, but
Yeah. Good
he
for him
kicked
though.
its ass. Yeah.
Yeah, good for him. I do think though, I do want to see Spider Man be like, "Hey, Spider Man," just holding like a Nane. I really want to see that ad. It's your friendly neighborhood Spider Man. I think that'd
Oh,
be a great ad.
yeah, the next Spider-Man 4, like you'd be like, "Hey kid, you want a drink?" And he's like, "Not while I'm on the clock." And he's like, "No, try
It's
this."
gonna be the next
No,
Spider
no,
Man.
go.
Like it's gonna be Ryan Reynolds when like Free Guy, where in the background you see the aviation gin thing. So you're gonna see that everywhere in the new Spider Man. Yeah, that's awesome. That's actually great, huh? You want a beer, kid? That's awesome. I could totally see that being an ad. That's great.
That's funny. Um,
Sorry, yeah. King in Black is looking like it's gonna be a more like now I understand, I guess, when they say multiversal movie, it can make a little more sense if Null is involved.
yeah, and Venom from a different universe as well. There being a oh shit, dude. I
It's getting good.
it,
It's now
it
this is the
is
only time Venom is looking real good. Like this is the
yeah.
only time I've been really excited.
I'm not expecting like The Last Dance to be like anything like amazing, but
Mm,
from what I'm seeing in the trailers, and I don't know if I'm just like desperate to just find joy in this world right now because
probably.
yeah,
It's good to
um,
have it. I mean, it's not a
it's
bad
good.
thing.
It looks fun,
Yeah.
and you can really feel the send off, like the feels.
Mm.
Like I don't know why, but like I get like all giddy in the first trailer of Venom: The Last Dance, where like he's going in Vegas, and then like Mrs. Chang goes like Eddie Brock, and he's like Mrs. Chang,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh hey, there she
Hey, that
is.
was
I
kind of
like
cute.
that.
That was kind of cute.
But the quote was about Tom Holland, and this was in the interview with, I think, with his new launch, and he was talking about the Spider-Man 4 script and
He
how,
was, yeah.
especially about the business as well, where it's like, you have to pick it's a big cog and like it's a small cog in a big machine. You have to
Mm.
make sure that like you can like bring it like, make your movie in on time.
Mm.
So it sounds like, the deadlines, there are deadlines,
Yeah, it sounds
but
like it's coming a
he,
lot sooner than we thought. I'm guessing in the next 2 years,
yeah,
like 26.
which Sony is known for.
That is true.
Sony is Sony, and I think right now at the moment even Marvel, but Marvel has done it so much
Mm,
that they're used to that like, time frame
mm.
of like, mandatory, like, we can't work on this for like more than like 3 years as
But that's the
like
thing
maybe
when
your
they've done
Avengers.
that constraint, it comes out not looking the greatest, and so that's my fear is that they're gonna be pushed on that timeline so long that we're gonna be losing that promise of quality. You know?
Yeah, yeah, I am worried about that,
Mm.
but I think that they could make it work depending on what
Yeah,
we're getting.
they
And
could though.
Marvel has been looking a lot better.
They
So
have
I
been.
I
Did you ever
I
pick up
do
Agatha?
no, but I know quite a bit of what happens and it looks like a pretty solid show. I'm
Pretty
just waiting
solid.
for all the episodes to come out so I can binge it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I
Um
know you're a big horror guy, and I think you'll appreciate its push of the horror boundary.
okay.
Like
All right.
it's gone pretty far.
And they got a pretty stacked stellar cast and
Great cast.
the what's his face? John Locke, is that the gentleman's name
Oh,
that's
I think it
playing?
is. Yeah, the kid that's playing Wiccan.
Yeah, I hearing about
Oh,
how he's
wait.
Wiccan, not non-spoilery.
Well,
That's
I
really
mean,
cool.
yeah. Uh, I mean, that was kind of like a given. Joe Locke. John Locke is a English philosopher.
Oh,
Yeah, look at you
the
go.
more you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Joe Locke is teen. in the series. But come on, I mean it's Wiccan.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry.
Um,
Spider-Man is it's looking good for a multiverse movie. Craven
yeah.
is officially rated R as well for the whole Sonyverse thing, because they can. So it's cool that we're actually getting an R-rated Marvel villain that is Craven. I feel like if they went PG-13 with that, it would kind of reduce a lot. I mean, I'm not like eager to go see it, but I'm a little more intrigued now. You know what I'm
Yeah. No.
saying? I just think that it's I guess I can. The only thing I'm appreciating from the Craven movie as of right now is that it is rated R, and they're actually kind of going crazy with it, and the fact that they are sticking to how Alexi got became the Rhino, and I think that's kind of cool. At least it's better than the mech suit, man,
Eh, I
and
I
I think it's a little better than the pouring concrete on the guy from Spectacular Spider-Man. That's what I think.
yeah, it's just it's also super hard to make Rhino cool.
They
You
kind
know
of
what I
do it
mean?
though, but like, okay, I get that it's hard, but they kind of did it. Like, I only know from what the trailer, but they kind of did it, man. Like, they're kind of using him as a bodyguard at the same time as like a we have a Hulk kind of thing. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Like an intimidation factor. So then he like unhooks this IV from him, and then immediately starts like having the skin formation turning it into like the rhino that like you know what I'm saying? Like you know how in the comics when he
Okay.
got the acid and chemicals poured on him, his
Yeah.
skin like changed and he kind of morphed. That's how they're doing it.
Okay.
But that IV is like keeping him at bay.
All right. That is pretty.
It's kind of
Don't
cool.
trick me into
I
complimenting that
do.
movie.
Well, if it's gonna make it easier, it's probably gonna be better than Joker 2, which we have yet to
That
still.
sucks.
You saw it?
No,
Oh,
I'm
thank
saying
God.
that sucks as in like
Oh yeah.
that's a possibility. Craven could be better.
Oh, it's probably gonna be so much better. We still haven't seen it because
Have
our
you seen
schedule's been
the
shit.
Have you seen the memes of like, when Sony finds out that Joker 2 bombed more than Madam Web and it's like that Channing Tatum from 22 Jump Street. He was like, "Oh shit. Oh shit."
No, I haven't seen that one. I've been seeing the ones where it was the video of Lady Gaga. She was doing I think like an award show. And she was scatting. She was like, and it's literally it said Joker 2. I'm not kidding, and it was so good because I saw a couple clips of the musical elements. I'm like, oh, I'm not really missing much, but you know.
Yeah, I think I saw one of like my review for like Joker Fall You Do, and it was Arthur singing on the TV and he goes, "Hell nah." I'm like, don't tell me that's in the movie where Joker sings "Hell nah."
That's so good.
No.
Oh, I also speaking of music, I saw Piece by Piece Friday or Thursday.
Uh, what's that one?
The Pharrell Williams Lego movie.
Oh, how
Yeah,
was it?
really fun. Like it was a very endearing movie. And as the movie, we'll get back at a Comic Con in a second. As the movie progressed, there were so many songs that I know and love. I had zero clue he had influence on. Like I mean, crazy to see how much influence he's had on the music industry and the influence he had on artists. And it was cool getting to see because I don't think any other artist could have worked as good as Pharrell with Lego. Like if there was an any other artist Lego documentary, I don't think it would have been as fun because the way they chose to go from like a minifig to like actual specific pieces making a specific shape, like it was really just unique. It was so much fun. And
Yeah,
I think I told you I saw Saturday Night like a week and a half ago.
I saw that there's a review on the
Yeah,
channel. How
man,
was it?
really fun. Possibly best Jason Reitman movie. I mean,
Oh,
it's definitely tied with Juno because that's a great movie.
yeah, Juno's
It
pretty
was
good.
really good. But no, it was a lot of fun. Sophie loved it. Didn't expect her to love it that much, but she loved it. So yeah, that was fun. Okay, sorry. Back to Comic Con. Spider Man's looking good. What else was going on that I thought, oh, you're gonna like this. So you're gonna love this one, Colin. They have officially shown Herbie live action Herbie on the
Oh
Marvel
yeah,
mural.
yeah.
He looks
I
so
thought, yeah,
cute.
yeah,
He's so like that's exactly what I wanted from Herbie. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
They
What do you
they're
think?
They're taking care of this movie. They're
I
really
really
taking
hope.
care of this movie.
I really hope because we also got a good look at Harrison Ford's Red Hulk, which I think is looking good. It's looking good. Still interesting to see Harrison Ford as Red Hulk because, like you mentioned, I don't know if it was on the podcast or it was on our call, but they're gonna have to do something like a recast again soon because Harrison Ford is a very
Yeah, he's an older
experienced man.
gentleman.
Yeah. So
Like, you know, not disrespecting the man.
no,
I'm
but
just,
he's been around.
you know, he's, I,
Yeah, we know
yeah,
you're not calling him an old fart, but it's just like there comes a certain time where like maybe he just doesn't want to do acting anymore because
yeah.
he's been doing it for so long.
They got somebody so much older
Yeah, I well,
than
I
the
mean,
previous actor.
I mean, unfortunately, with the passing of William Hurt, I think thinking fast and someone who looks very similar isn't a bad call. I am curious about what they're going to be doing next and how they're going to treat Red Hulk because I don't want him to be a one-off villain either because
Yeah,
we have
sucks.
Scar, we have maybe what I'm thinking maybe is that they'll just keep him permanently Red Hulk in another project
Change the voice.
and just change the voice, because they can do the voice alterations like they've done all the time. Hell, even hire the guy that voiced him in that TV show, like Hulk Agents of Smash or something. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah. Wow,
Yeah,
deep cut.
that's a throwback.
That
I don't know.
is.
I think keeping him in a permanent Red Hulk with like those two giant guns over the shoulder and like the military
Oh,
look, that's gonna be kind of rad if we ever get that. And then we also have like A Bomb, She Hulk. We actually don't have A Bomb. We need A Bomb, but we also have She Hulk and Scar.
we need
So,
we need Rick Jones that has never appeared in the MCU.
oh, Amadeus Cho would be kind of cool to see. The Amazing Hulk, or what is it? No, the
The
Incredibly Wonderful or something.
no, it's like the totally awesome Hulk,
Totally
which
awesome Hulk. Yeah.
sucks.
You don't like it?
I don't like the title. It just
Oh.
makes it like it's
Well, I mean, it's a whole
corny.
different kind of guy. He's a very like it's like Spider-Man if he was a Hulk, right? If that's what I remember.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's gonna need some taking used to.
I know. I just think it's going to be like a more fresh, fun kind of like
Yeah,
youth Hulk. I don't
that's
know how to
gonna
describe it.
that's gonna have to be in the long term because
Yeah, not
fans
now.
and especially myself just want my raging green monster back
I
and
agree.
not like, him in a
Damn,
ship. Duh.
damn. Say hi to
Listen to
be
your
nice to
mother.
your mom. Yeah, no way. I agree though. I think we need to bring back pissed off Hulk a lot more because it's kind of cool.
It's just, yeah, it's cool. I don't want to ever see my Hulk say like, yeah, no, he wrote me in prison. He wrote a nice haiku.
Yeah, I mean,
God,
I doubt we're gonna ever see Abomination again. I think that was the last time.
that sucks.
Yeah. Just rapid firing on the other stuff from currently ends New York Comic Con. I feel like it's still going today. I think it ends Sunday. But we got a new great look into the costumes for Daredevil Born Again. So we got a Kingpin and Daredevil look. Looks so good. They got some awesome mural in the background. A teaser poster for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Colin's favorite
That's
movie
the
of
thing.
last year, right?
Yeah, definitely. I remember I walked out of that movie like I can smell a
You
franchise.
were you walked out a new man. We also got a clip for the Wolfman trailer, which kind of looks cool because I like that they're
Yeah.
making it more like a disease. That's what the director said. He wanted to make it more like a disease and something that you can't stop.
I thought it did look cool, but then when
Yeah.
I saw that like, this January, I was like, oh,
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's
I
probably not.
I
It's
got
probably gonna
scared.
lose. It's gonna lose against Mickey 17. I will say that.
Oh, when does Mickey come out?
January 31st, I believe.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
hold on. Because I know Cameron and I are killing to see that movie because it looks stupid good. Yeah,
We need to
January
set up
31st.
tickets.
Hmm?
Set up tickets to go see it.
Yeah, I definitely. Actually, my mom wants to go see that movie. She loves Bong
Ooh.
Joon-ho. Yeah, like loves the guy. I never would. Also, she's really into the bear. You know that?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
got her hooked onto that show. Fantastic show. Anyone who hasn't seen that show, go watch that show.
Yeah. Wait, real quick. Is it a comedy?
The Bear?
Yeah.
kind of, but no. Like,
Yeah.
it's gotten awards for best drama comedy, even though it is very much more dramatic. There are moments of humor, like really, really funny moments of humor.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to
Like the
explain.
yeah, the same level as like almost the I was about to compare it to the Batman. Because like, the Batman is more like dark, but like it has like funny ass
Yeah,
moments.
thumb drive. Like that was pretty good.
Yeah. Or
Uh,
the oh no, go
no,
ahead,
no,
go
sorry,
ahead.
go on. No, what was you going to say?
I was just gonna say, like, I have you on assaulting like two officers, and he goes, you have me assaulting on three.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. We also do get a new update for Doctor Doom becoming Emperor of the Marvel Universe in 2025. It is a limited series beginning in February, and it's kind of after he becomes a Sorcerer Supreme. So all I'm hearing is that my guy Doom is just making moves. You know,
Yeah.
first he cures all the not zombies, vampires, and cures all of that like a genius, and now he's Emperor. Come on.
Now he's Fortnite.
Yes, dude, killed Fortnite, which was great. Love to see him. And
Yeah,
also Mephisto's in Fortnite. You know that now?
I did see that.
The
Yeah, thought that
devil.
was cool.
That's pretty rad.
I recently learned that Mephisto isn't necessarily the devil. He's this cosmic being, but
Yeah.
he takes on the liking of the devil
Yeah.
to like, for like, Earth's purposes of tricking him, which
Yeah.
I didn't know about. Thought that was cool.
Yeah, I just call him the devil. I know in reality he's a demon of like
Yeah,
evil incarnate. I just think in terms of like the way the Marvel Cinematic Universe is formed, I would say the devil is Mephisto and like Beyonder is God.
interesting.
Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause like Beyonder, creator of worlds and overseer and all that stuff, with like crazy cosmic being, the devil. But but the devil is also a separate being because Ghost Rider. So
Yeah.
mm,
It gets tricky, but
it does.
yeah, it's very tricky.
It's like a guy that calls himself the devil. It's like those guys in the Dark Knight that say they were Batman, but one of them was wearing hockey pants. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very
Like
different.
like Toby from No Way Home. It gets confusing around here.
Toby.
Yeah, Toby
Oh,
Maguire
Toby
in No Way
Maguire.
Home.
Sorry, I was just thinking of Toby from The Office. I was like, I don't remember seeing him in that movie. Okay, my bad. Thank you. We got some new like Dragon Ball gameplay, which looks really really cool, and the new Batman Arkham VR game that's coming out soon on MetaQuest. I think it's cool. You can play first person Batman games because I think flying around like that's going to be kind of cool. But overall, oh, we also did get a trailer for the new Dune Prophecy series.
Is it a game or is it a
No, so Dune Prophecy
show?
is a TV series set 10,000 years before Paul Atreides. So it's like the first settlement on Arrakis and the Spice Wars kind of like not really existing at the time. House Atreides, not House Atreides, like like the first Duke of Arrakis.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like that. That's
Who's
kind of
the
cool.
who's the creative team behind that?
I don't know off the top of my head, but sorry, it's actually the Harkonnens that ruled it. That's right. I forgot the Harkonnens rule first. I don't remember the creative team. I do know it's written by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson. No idea who those guys are. So let me just Google Brian Herbert. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm so stupid. I think Brian Herbert's the writer of Dune.
Like the actual writer?
I think so. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, sorry, Brian Herbert. Oh my God, I'm stupid. Hold on. Hold on. I like I've known about Dune. I read a part of Frank Herbert was the author. Okay. I didn't think that was right. Frank author. I think Brian is like his kid or something or his brother or something. I think there's a
Cousin,
relation. Oh no, sorry.
sister, grandmother.
Sorry, it's his dad. Frank Herbert is the father of Brian Herbert.
Nice.
Wow, we learn real time how stupid we are on the Tu-Vie podcast. Okay. Either way, a new Dune show's coming around. I think it's great. Martin Strong is in it.
Oh, I like him.
Love that
You know
guy.
where else he's in?
Well, hold on. Let's put a little warning right here.
I hate it when someone gives away the ending.
I can't say for sure anything.
Oh, no, 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 no,
That
no,
was-
no, 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 no. I'm reading the books.
But I can say nothing.
And then let's get into it. What? I'm a little torn with the casting. I'm a little torn
How come?
because he's a great actor. I think Martin's fantastic. I thought John Turturro did such a good job that anyone who tries to recreate it just fails.
I think he, I think what he did slightly better is that he was more comic accurate
Yeah.
to like the actual like,
I thought John was
Carmine
pretty close
Falcone.
though.
He was close, but also he had his like own like I was gonna say flavor, but it's just
His
something
own flair.
else.
Yeah, his own
But
flavor, his
like
own flair.
John Turturro like did an incredible job, but I
Mhm.
don't think he wanted to come back and do like a franchise.
Well, people
I
think
don't
that
know.
maybe Martin Strong was like the next person up and running, but maybe just couldn't get it because of like schedule or something. So it maybe went to John because they're both doing great. I think he does a good job. I just like John a little more.
Yeah, which is fair. I do like Carmine in the show. It just shows how
Yeah.
much of an evil, sadistic bastard he is.
Yeah, I don't want
How
to.
cruel.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go to detail because I want people to experience that show for themselves. But that dude that's a bad dude.
That's a terrible
That's
man.
a bad dude. Because that last episode that just came out last Sunday was like the highest rated IMDb show ever.
Yeah, dude, oh my God,
That
that
show,
episode.
that episode alone was great.
Whoa.
I cannot believe a Penguin TV series is doing that great. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever we think of the Penguin, well, at least when I think of the Penguin, I think of what's his name? Steve Blum, not Steve Blum. Who's the guy that voiced the Deadpool video game?
Oh, Nolan North.
Nolan North just going, "Ah, kill your bat." That's what I think when I think of Penguin.
That was good.
I do, yeah. Cameron and I went back and forth for a few seconds on like an episode in the past, but it's like I just think of the big cigar, the glass bottle in his eye, and the little short. "I kill your bat." Like that's what I think. But now seeing Colin Farrell, like I can't try the impression. It's just so good. Like, I can't do it. Either way, it's just great. I'm loving it.
Come on, what are you showing me? Come on. Like a very like,
That's like
like
that's pretty good. That's pretty
no,
good.
no, it's not. Not
No, it
even
wasn't. I'm
not
sorry.
even
That
close.
sounded like a guy from Brooklyn in the 40s.
Yeah.
Hey,
I,
come
I wanted
on.
to see if I wouldn't see if I can do it, but he's
Hold on.
just more
Hold
like
on.
Italian.
He's like,
Like,
"Come on, what are you showing me? Come
damn.
on." I didn't want to get.
Holy
I didn't.
shit.
I know. When you're in the car for a long time driving to and from home, it's you get a lot of quiet time. So you get a lot of quiet time and practice for
Somebody
impression.
cuts you off. Are you gonna pull that?
Yeah, I have to now. I
Yeah.
have to. I just. Yeah, that's what I'm doing when someone cuts me off. I'm just gonna start screaming like Colin Farrell from the Penguin. But I will say it is a bummer we're probably never gonna get a second season for this show because Colin does not want to be in that fat suit for as long as he did, and I can't blame him
Yeah.
because from the for the movie he was in it for maybe a week, maybe like in total because he was only in a few scenes, but then now doing a whole show where he's very heavy involved. That's like that for a year, so I can understand he'd get sick of that.
Yeah.
But I do want to see Kristen Melody as Sophia Falcone for the rest of the time.
Dude, I I I hope by the end that her name's Sophia, right?
Yeah, Sophia Falcone.
So I hope we see Sophia as the new queen of Gotham and
Yeah,
like Penguin's like sort of her right hand like put on a leash, of like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna kill you, but you're gonna work for me. Or I hope they work it out in a way where like Penguin, because I think there was like a rumor that there was like a leaked picture, and spoilers ahead, there's a leaked picture of Colin Farrell having the monocle and the top hat. Fine.
that's kind of cool. But
And I'm only
I
it's
personally think the gangster Penguin is a little more fitting for this Batman.
I wholeheartedly agree, but it's also
I mean, it's a
Like
fun.
they
I mean,
can pull it off.
if it's only for that one shot, I'm okay with that. I just don't want it to be the whole thing because I do think the whole like the old penguin where he used to like actually quack was kind of funny, but it was only good for like the animated series stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And then you had like fuck,
Exploding
you had
exploding
him
penguin.
going, "You want to show my flipper trick?"
Yeah, God, Danny DeVito's one was so gross, but perfectly well because that's a definite Burton penguin.
Yeah, yeah. I was speaking up there having a continuation novel
Did
of like the Tim Burton Batman universe, which was cool to hear.
that
Side
sounds
tangent.
really sick. Like I think I think excuse me. That would actually be a really fun thing to talk about when we did our DC, movies turned comics thing because I would actually like to see don't come at me. This is I mean you. I kind of want to see George Clooney's Batman as a continuation in a comic series because that world was kind of neat. That Poison
Yeah,
Ivy, that Bane, the Mr. Freeze, just those three characters alone are great for a story.
yeah. Um, I'm not coming at you. Um,
Thank you.
I what sucks is that I think yeah, it's like Forever and Batman and Robin are still canon to like the Tim Burton universe, but I
I thought it
think
was for
over
the
the
Val Kilmer
years,
one.
um,
Hold
it
on.
yeah, but like the Val Kilmer one was also like
A
part of,
continuation of that one, that's right.
but I think that over the years, they've slowly like not saying anything out loud, but saying that like the Tim Burton world is very separate from like the Val Kilmer and Clooney. Just because, DC has been doing Batman 89 and writing stories in that world. We're having a continuation novel of like what happened after Returns. So I
Oh,
think
sorry. You were right about both. It was both Val Kilmer and George Clooney who played Batmans in the same continuity as Michael Keaton's Tim Burton's world.
yeah, but I think
Wow.
now they're just separating it to being like, no, none of that is actually canon. It's its
Good.
own thing.
Good.
And
Because
very, very good.
I think it's a good idea because Burton's Batman rocks and George Clooney's one sucks.
Yeah. Because George Clooney could pull off the Batman.
Oh, he could so pull out a
Like he
Bruce Wayne.
could,
Bruce Wayne
he
is
could
such a
pull
good
off the
fit on
Batman.
him. He's like he acts like he's already a Bruce Wayne in real life. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much he could be like kind of like that silver age of like, hey chum, let's get over, like the like Batman Brave and the Bold. Remember Batman Brave and the Bold?
I remember Batman Brave and the Bold. That's a
Yeah.
great one. That's a great one. Bat might ruin the series.
Oh man.
That was
I
actually a
miss
really
Batman
sad.
Brave and
That's
the
actually a
Bold.
really really sad ending to that show.
It's a really sad but like uplifting one,
Yeah,
you
yeah, oh
know.
yeah. Like saying
Very meta.
goodbye. It's very meta, and I liked that a lot. And keeping on the train of a new comic series announced. Did you see Ultimate Wolverine?
Ooh.
Wow. Hold on.
I like it.
Get your special socks out, nerds. He's going to get
Let's
good.
go get good.
So it just announced that the Ultimate Wolverine is the next ongoing series in the Marvel Comics Ultimate Universe because Ultimate Spider-Man is killing it. And we'll also get to Absolute Batman right before we wrap up too, because I want to talk about
Hmm.
what's like going on there. Because did you see the Batmobile?
Did I see the Batmobile?
Yeah,
In Absolute Batman #1?
yeah. No,
It's
no,
in there?
no, not an absolute number. No, number one. Like they announced what it looks like.
Oh, I have not seen it.
Colin, wait. I don't look it up yet. Don't look it up. I'm gonna try and send it to you. But so the next in the Ultimate Universe, there is a new Ultimate Wolverine, which I'm kind of liking the red and black because I think everyone was like, "Oh, it's Deadpool." Like, nah, man.
When you see the top half, it kind of comes off as Deadpool, but like
It,
when you have like the full design,
yeah,
it's
like
like,
the
all right, that is
helmet.
the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, the helmet. I was gonna try and lead up to that, Colin.
All right, I'm so sorry. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
everyone ignore that. But yeah, the head definitely looked very cool. But something even cooler happens later. In order to
I'm
maintain,
s-
you son
sorry,
of a
dude.
bitch. In order to maintain control of their corner of the Maker's world, which was the new world created by Reed Richards, which is the creator in a whole new world. It's crazy. We'll definitely do an Ultimates episode when it's all done, and you'll lead that one. But 3 members of his council: Magic, Colossus, and Omega Red, which is two of them. Colossus and Magic, they're brother and sister, but I don't think anything Omega Red has anything to do with them, right?
Not to my
Yeah.
knowledge. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I remember Magic and Colossus being related.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, not
He,
that it
like,
matters. It's just a fun fact for everyone to know.
he just works there.
Yeah. They deploy their most lethal asset, the Winter Soldier. But who is the weapon behind the mask? See him in action for the first time in Ultimate Universe Year 1. Concludes the first year of Ultimate Universe and sets up the next year of stories. Not sure exactly when it's going to be released, but I wonder who it is. It's crazy.
You said Ultimate Wolverine.
I know. I didn't set it up that great either, but I didn't say the Winter Soldier.
I am so sorry.
Whatever, it's all good. But no, I'm loving that we're getting like Emperor Doom, which looks super good. The Ultimate Wolverine looks good, and Absolute Batman. I do want to talk about that. Have you finished Absolute Batman number
Yes.
1? Yeah, what are you thinking? I haven't finished it yet. I've been meaning to get to it. How do you think? Because I think it's so good.
Smartly written. You can you relate to this Bruce Wayne a whole lot more. And I'll want to save some spoilers, but this Batman is brutal. And when you think he's killing someone, he is just very purposeful with how deliberate he is of missing arteries.
I was gonna say, because he hasn't actually killed anyone, but he got real close.
Yeah, there's a moment where he grabbed what's the handle of an axe? What's it called?
The body? The handle?
Yeah. Well, he grabbed the handle or the body, and then he clipped it to his logo and it turned into an axe. And then he cut this big guy's hands off.
Black
and
Mask
he's
Gang.
Black Mask Gang, but they're called the Animal Party or something like
That's
that.
right. Sorry, I just like Black Mask Gang a lot more.
No, they're clearly Black Mask.
Yeah, very.
And he was like, I heard that they can reattach those. I heard that they can reattach those now. So there's a hospital down south, or is it north? I'd say you better hurry up.
Yeah, I forget which way, but you better start running. Oh, so good. So good. But now they just announced what the Batmobile is going to look like, and I'll post it here, but I just sent you the photo of it. For an absolute Batman who's like a Hulk and has a battle axe and definitely maims, you're going to need something that kind of goes with it. So
is there a gym in that?
Dude, it's like those big construction things that move all the pieces together, like the bulldozer digging things. I don't know what they're called, but it is massive, dude.
Man. Oh, also,
speaking of bulldozer, where are we going there?
Speaking of this universe, I don't know how to smoothly transition.
Okay, yeah, end it off here.
And spoilers.
Another one. Okay.
To anyone who hasn't read
we've been in spoiler
Batman
territory, so we're good.
Somewhat, because this is a big one.
Okay.
And bigger than the Winter Soldier.
I'll put another one.
So the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
So the Joker is in this universe, but he was given almost the same backstory as Bruce Wayne, where he's the billionaire. He's the one that trained with Ducard. And I also like that they dropped Napier and Arthur when he was like, he's a Napier or Arthur or something like that. But he killed all of his masters, and he's called the Joker because he doesn't find anything funny or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't
read the full thing. I read some of it, but it looked good.
Yeah. He appears, but the shadow was covering his mouth, so you only saw his eyes.
Yeah.
But the Joker is here, and he's given almost the same origin, except for the dead parents of Batman, of just his background, where he comes from.
Pretty cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah, man. I think Absolute and the Ultimates are currently one of the best running series as of right now. I haven't really read much. That's kind of your job as the resident comic expert, but we're getting good. We're getting some good comics, dude.
We very much are.
We're getting
It's
blessed.
dude, it's you see what happens when you hold on.
Let it go. Oh, speaking of a dog, we did get announced crypto. We got crypto.
Oh my god, how
How did I
about
forget
crypto?
that? Crypto. I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I actually cried. I cried because they're looking at the Earth on the moon. They're looking at the
Yeah.
It's so good. It's
You
so
just see his little ears like curl up.
good. And Invincible season 3 was announced February 6th.
Oh, yeah.
No
I
mid-season
saw
break?
that little teaser.
Yeah, I like those. Those are cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, that about wrap up episode 33 of Tu-Vie podcast. 34, I think. It is 34. Colin, welcome back. Good seeing you. You better show up next week because next week, Halloween. Super excited. Costumes encouraged, not required. I got a good one I'm working on. It's one I wore to a comiccon not too long ago.
Is it the hello, my name is, and you just put Dan?
Never did that, but good guess. No, this one actually took effort and work, and Sophie got me like extensions for not like hair extensions, like gave me something to extend the character's look.
Are you Buzz?
No, that was last year's. That was Buzz last year.
Man.
Oh, speaking of Buzz, I'm working on some pretty wild. I'm not gonna announce it here, but I am working on something that I hope can actually work out soon. Unreal that it's actually happened. I couldn't be more thankful that it's at least happening, or at least it's like in the works. But working on something super fun that I really hope works out. If not, it's fine. But just the fact that what I'm saying, we'll
Still an accomplishment that you're getting it started.
We are getting this thing started. But be sure to stick around and check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and as well as on iHeartRadio if you listen there. But be sure to follow us on all those platforms so you don't miss out on any episodes. Be sure you will hit the bell so you are reminded when episodes come out. Or you can even do that on our YouTube. We are that close to 500 subscribers. We're going to try to hit that before the end of the year. Check us out on TikTok, Letterboxd, Instagram. Those are the 3 that we have. Post a lot of fun stuff and previews for future episodes so you guys don't miss out. See you guys next time.